If you define Kabbalah as mysticism, the truth is there is Christian mysticism, there's Buddhist mysticism. Many Eastern religions have meditative techniques that bring a person into a mystical communion with a higher power. So on a superficial level, there can be many, many similarities. In fact, the great Aryeh Kaplan, Zichrono Livracha, wrote 3 books on Jewish meditation, meditation and the Bible, meditation on Kabbalah, and Rabbi Kaplan shows that a lot of the techniques that were common even to Eastern meditation do have their analogs in Jewish Kabbalistic worship as well. So I'm not going to say they're totally different, but I will say this. I will say that one very, very important and interesting idea of Jewish mysticism is this. I'm going to use a bit of a fancy word. Mystical temperaments tend to be antinomian temperaments, meaning antinomian simply means they rebel against rules. They basically say, I have my private, ecstatic relationship with God. Don't tell me when I'm supposed to pray, and I'm not allowed to do this or do that. I want to be free of limitations. I want to be free of constrictions. I want to be free of rules. My soul yearns to be connected to God. The fancy term for that is antinomian, rejecting law. Jewish mysticism has actually worked in exactly the opposite way. Instead of kind of saying that the most important thing is my unique and private and idiosyncratic relationship with God, you find that the great Mekubalim were so connected to the halachic system that they invested infinite significance in every single halachic detail. They give mystical meanings for why the shofar is sounded in these different ways, the long sounds, and then the staccato, and then the longer sound like the shvarim, and they give reasons. Meaning, one important idea is that mysticism never revolted against halakha, except in pathological examples like Shabtai Tzvi, which are really not part of our authentic tradition. These are breakaways. But Jewish mysticism like the Ari, Rav Chaim Vital, Rav Moshe Cordovero, Rav Moshe Chaim Luzzatto, and certainly within the Hasidic movement, they did not rebel against halakha, but they saw obedience to God as first and foremost. So as a result, the mysticism within Judaism was never an expression of autonomy, rebellion, and narcissism. It was always an expression of submission to God's ultimate authority. And I think that makes a very, very major difference. And thus, the mystic was not only concerned about himself, the mystic was concerned about the glory of God and the needs of the Jewish people as well. So as opposed to leaving society, the Mekubalim were very involved in the society in terms of charity, goodness, compassion, caring. So I think that's kind of some major differences.
Moment of Wisdom, sub-brief and life-changing moments. Join us. Subscribe to Moment of Wisdom channels on YouTube, Telegram, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp.